These are the same stumbling blocks that have been there since the start. It's a continuation of the problem, which is why this is such a serious situation, because the talks have been deadlocked since the start. No progress has actually been made on those substantial issues. First of all is the issue of fisheries. We heard from Michel Barnier in that press conference. He accused the UK of trying to exclude EU fishermen from UK waters. He said this isn't fair on people who rely their livelihoods on accessing to the UK waters. And he also reiterated the point from the EU, which is that fishing has to be part of an overall trade deal. There's been no movement on that. There's also no movement on another key issue, fundamental issue around level playing field, which is production standards. The EU says that for the UK to export its goods, its agriculture, its manufacturing to the EU, for the UK to export it to the EU, it has to abide by the same production standards. And that means labour laws, environmental protection, and in particular, and a very thorny issue, state aid. The UK says it won't do this because it infringes on the whole point of Brexit, which is to create their own laws and regulations. And then the issue of governance, so that if there's any disputes that need to be reconciled, that they have a really good dispute mechanism. The EU says it's the European Court of Justice that's only able to interpret EU law, but the UK says it wants no role for the European Court of Justice in this new relationship. So these are major sticking blocks, and you heard from Michel Barnier saying at this point a trade deal is improbable.